Welcome once again to Relationships at Work, your leadership guide to building workplace connections and avoiding blind spots. I'm your host, Russell Lolliker, communications leadership expert with a couple of decades of experience in both those areas and a whole heap of that curiosity on how we can make the workplace a better place. If you are a leader trying to understand and improve your impact on work culture and the employee experience, you are in the right place. It's Thursday. It's time for another mini episode of the show. Quick, valuable bit of information to help your mindset for the week ahead. In this one, it's one that I know a lot of people struggle with, and yet so many leaders love to do it. Wanting solutions and not problems causes problems. We want to empower our teams. We want to see what they can do and how they can solve problems. We want to give them every opportunity to demonstrate their leadership. I get it. I know it. I do it. And so many leaders will decree, I don't get to use the word decree very often, don't come to me with problems, come to me with solutions. I can't tell you how popular this is. Leaders will defend it with their dying breath that this is a great approach. They think it's a good thing. I've done this in my past. It does. It sounds great. What an opportunity for our team members to use their critical thinking. But it can be far more problematic than we'd like to admit. The best way to illustrate this is by looking at it from the employee's standpoint rather than our own, which all good leaders really should do in demonstrating empathy and compassion. Okay, for one thing, what if the employee doesn't have the answer? It just perpetuates a fear of being vulnerable because employees aren't allowed to admit that they don't have the answer. They have to have a solution. And this can cause problems to get even worse because they won't tell you about these problems. Employees won't speak up if they don't have a solution. And then these issues just become part of doing business. It also doesn't allow for brainstorming and collaborative problem solving, because team members feel they must have a ready-made answer. This hurts innovation and creativity when we actually say we want these things. It also fails to acknowledge that some problems are complex. They might require more in-depth analysis and input from multiple perspectives before any answer can be found. Leaders who push and hardline for solutions may miss the nuances of a problem. So expecting employees to always come up with solutions can create unwanted pressures, especially if they lack the time, resources, authority, or context to address the issues that they identify. I'll say it, there's actually a lack of leadership in this approach, and it can hurt engagement and connection between us as leaders and them as our team. We're putting up a barrier rather than providing a safe environment for discussion and understanding. Okay, so how do we do this properly? Because empowerment is important. How do we move away from the come to me with solutions and not problems mindset while still being able to delegate and support critical thinking for our team? One thing we can start with is encouraging problem identification and collaborative discussion. We can create a safe space for employees to voice their problems and encourage team discussions where employees can share their challenges openly and brainstorm some potential solutions together. It doesn't mean the employee can't offer a solution, but collaboration might actually make it better. This fosters a culture of collaboration, like I said, can't use the word collaboration enough, where employees feel supported and empowered to contribute rather than fear of judgment because their answer might not be what we're looking for. We could provide resources, training, and time for problem solving. Do your employees have what they need to properly identify, understand, and address problems? Is there a way to help them more effectively analyze problems and develop solutions with the right skills and resources? Why not invest in problem-solving techniques, access to data, mentorship, or dedicated time for problem solving? This way, we're helping them build the confidence and capability to tackle issues, which reduces the pressure of having to solve everything on their own. And one more thing. Why don't we celebrate learning and iteration, not just solutions that gets it off our plate? Celebrate experimentation. learning from failures, and refining ideas. Leaders, us, me and you, we have to recognize and celebrate efforts and progress, even if the first solution isn't perfect. We're encouraging a growth mindset and showing employees that leadership values their initiative and their creativity. This just fosters psychological safety and motivation. So we need to stop saying, come to me with solutions, not problems. Because to the employee, it means they can't come to us unless they have that solution, which there's a lot of reasons why they might not. And then they'll never come to us. And then the problem perpetuates and perpetuates and perpetuates. Instead, we can start asking for solution-focused conversations and collaboration. There's that C word again. The first part hurts our culture, even in unintended ways, while the collaboration part brings us together in exciting ones. And that will do it for another episode of Relationships at Work, the mini version, your guide to building workplace connections and avoiding blind spots. Hope you enjoy these really quick, fast, and dirty versions of the podcast. You, of course, can get up to date on all my thinkings, ideas, references, lots of things with musings in my brain with the Raw Note newsletter. You just have to sign up through the website, russellolliker.com or relationshipsatworkshow.com. At the top, you'll see Raw newsletter. You sign up right there, follow all the prompts. It's in your email. It's done. It's free, just like that. All right. You have yourself a great day, and I always enjoy talking to you. Look forward to doing it again. Take care.